Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is an absolutely insane brand new way to do LALO. This is Hound Block Minion Prince Ice Glide, using the Ice Block spells on the Lava Hounds to stall up and distract multi-targeting defenses so that your Minion Prince and Rocket Loons can glide in behind the Hounds and destroy them. So this is the very first part of the attack, which is a nice deep hero dive. So sending in the RC, going to recall the RC, creating a nice funnel for his BK and AQ. Going to send his BK and AQ from here at the bottom right, using the log launcher to open up walls to the core. Got some Yetis out for funneling and distraction into the core. Using some Rocket Loons to cut off the pathing for the BK and the AQ so that they don't path to the right. He wants them to push into the core because you need the BK EQ boots to open up some walls and also to distract for the AQ. Sniping that mortar at the right, and he's sniping that for the RC because he's redeploying his RC at the right so that the RC can further help path his BK and AQ into the core. And notice how he delayed the RC. This was so that the BK and the AQ could help distract for the RC and that they could synergize together and get more value as a team. And now notice this nice thin strip of remaining defenses, nice little upside down U-shape, remaining for his LALO portion. So he's sending in 3 Lava Hounds, and he's going to ice block them. Now all 3 shots from both Malta Archer Towers are distracted on the ice blocked Hounds. So the Minion Prince can just glide in behind and take these defenses out. Ice blocking the Hounds again. Ice block lasts 7 seconds. Now the Hounds are distracting an air defense as well. And they will also be distracting this scatter shot and the enemy RC. So using Rocket Loons to snipe some of the defenses on the outside while they are distracted on the Hounds so that his Minion Prince can stay focused on the defenses closer into the core. And just ice blocking, distracting, and overwhelming the base. Getting as many defenses, as many air targeting defenses hooked on the Hounds so that the Minion Prince and the Rocket Loons have free, easy target of them. This is almost like an AQ walk around the outside of the base. However, instead of using a rage spell on healers to keep your AQ alive and healthy, we are using ice block spells to prevent the defenses from targeting the Minion Prince and keeping him healthy that way. So this is an absolutely brilliant way to use the new ice block spell, and there will be many strats following that utilize this in the same fashion. So make sure, like, comment, share, and subscribe. So yeah, Hound Block, Minion Prince, Ice Glide. And if that is a lot to say, I just refer to the strat as the KueLo. So here we go again. Second attack in war. Same setup. Wants to get a nice push with his RC because he wants to get a nice hero dive. Sending in his RC here at the left, bottom left. And he wants to use this nice little spirit walk to clear out a channel, clear out a compartment so that his BK and AQ pathing go to plan. Going to go after this multi-gear tower, and I'm guessing this will be the last remaining defense before he recalls. Now he's going to come in from the bottom right with his BK and AQ, just like what we saw in the last attack, using some Rocket Loons to help with the funnel again. And that's a nice thing about these Rocket Loons. You don't need regular Loons to overwhelm multi-targeting defenses because the multi-targeting defenses are already overwhelmed by the ice-blocked Hounds. So now he's sending in this log launcher, opening up some walls to the core. And again, he wants to destroy as much of the core as possible with his hero dive portion so that there's a thin strip remaining for his LALO. Again, redeploying the RC from the right side. This is helping force all of his heroes into the core. And by waiting to redeploy the RC till some of these defenses are distracted on the BK going into the core and the AQ and the log launcher, he's able to better synergize his heroes and get more value. So BK works up. And now he's sending in these Hounds directly over the Town Hall. And he's using his Minion Prince ability right away to help freeze up and stall up some of these Giga Inferno shots. Sending in the Rocket Loons from the outside again so that his Minion Prince can remain concentrated on these inside defenses. AQ was able to take out that Fire Spitter. That was clutch. Using the Ice Block again, right on the Hounds. Now the air defense is distracted. And with 3 ice blocked Lava Hounds, you can distract all air targeting defenses, including the enemy AQ and the enemy RC, except for the 2 additional shots from the multi-Inferno Tower and the 1 additional shot from the Giga Poison from the Town Hall. However, to counter those additional shots, you can send in an additional Rocket Loon to further ice block, and you can also, since this multi-archer tower also targets ground, you can ice block some ground troops as well, as he did with the Giant and 2 Hounds. So yeah, this strat completely viable. It's a lot of fun, all about distracting these defenses so the Minion Prince and the Rocket Loons can come in from behind and take them out. So now we have some Legend League hits. These are some of the first hits that he has ever done with this strat. And important to note, he came up with this strat immediately after the update. However, I was a little late with the upload, my bad, but we're uploading now, so all good. So here we have a box style base. We have a Rage Spell Tower in the core. Surrounded by the Rage Spell Tower, we have Fire Spitters and 3 multi-Inferno Towers, the worst thing that you can encounter with a LALO. So he's going to hero dive into that section and just destroy that entire core. Sending in the RC at the left, funneling, making sure that his BK and AQ go straight into that core. Doing the Spirit Walk. Notice he's getting close to the Clan Castle. So nice little trick. You can delay your invisibility spell by just a little bit and let the Clan Castle get lured. So now he's able to pull the Super Drag and the enemy Ice Golem. So he drops an Archer down here on this Elixir Collector. And now he'll be able to deal with the Super Drag and the Ice Golem just with 1 poison and his AQ. Unicorn in on the AQ, more than enough to take out the entire enemy Clan Castle while not encountering enemy defenses at the same time. So that's another little trick that you can do during a Spirit Walk. So now he's coming in, he's got an Ice Golem in front of this multi-gear tower, dropping in the King, Wall Breaker, has the Log Launcher in behind the King, so that the King is tanking for the Log Launcher, so the Log Launcher doesn't die right away. EQ on those walls to help soften them up, so it opens them up faster. He's waiting on BK ability for the Hook. Hook manages to catch BK. Now BK ability absolutely destroys the core, and this base looks already wrecked even before the LALO. So now he's sending in the LALO, sending in a couple Rocket Loons just to soften up, take out those defenses where he doesn't need the Hounds. Multi-Archer Tower goes down. Still has 3 Lava Hounds left, sends in 1 from the right. And notice with that multi-archer tower down, there's really no multi-targeting defense, so he just drops in 1 Lava Hound to go and tank for this air defense. So now he uses the ice block on the 1 single Hound, and now he can send his 2 remaining Hounds in from the very top right. So now they all meet up together. Ice block all 3 together to help soak up 3 of the 4 Town Hall Giga Inferno shots. However, this monolith happens to target the Minion Prince. Minion Prince, he had metal pants on at this time with the henchman puppet. So just ice blocking where you need, and notice this, a Hound pops directly over the Town Hall, so he ice blocks the Lava Pups. Lava Pups will more than be enough to overwhelm the 4 shots from the Giga Inferno. So you can get as technical as you want. You could intentionally plan where to pop a Lava Hound and then ice block the pups to distract the multiple shots from multiple multi-targeting defenses. So absolutely insane strat. Loads of technical ability to be deployed in this strat, and it looks like a lot of fun. So definitely make sure, if you want to see more of these videos, to comment down below. Here we have another Legend League hit. And this is a little bit of a rushed base. He's been climbing with this strat steadily. He's currently resetting at about 58.50, and he's going about 6 to 7 out of 8 with this strat. So definitely viable in Upper Legend League. But yeah, this is a very common base. You see this in Wars all the time, see it in Legend League all the time. Coming into Spirit Walk, going to take out this monolith, take out the Hook. And then you'll have a nice little path down here at 6 to send his heroes in with the Log Launcher to trip this invisibility spell tower and hopefully blow up the core. Pull out some of the enemy Clan Castle, recalls RC, no need to pop an Ice Hound in the core. Using an Archer to lure them down at 6. You'll be able to take them out for free with his AQ. Oh, dropping in some Yetis, not going to waste any time. Just have the one Expo targeting, and the Fire Spitter facing away. Definitely want to come in from behind Fire Spitters. So now he's got the log launcher down, creating a little bit of a funnel to the right of the log launcher with a Wizard and a Yeti and an Ice Golem. Softening up the walls with an EQ. Invisibility spell trips. Now his heroes will be able to target the core as soon as that wears off. Just needs to take out this Air Sweeper. Air Sweeper's gone. Now can retarget. BK finally to ability right around the core. And this base, there's really not too much left of it. Now he's just got this one nice thin strip at the top left. Can send in his LALO, distract up some of these defenses, and there's not any really remaining multi-targeting defenses. So he doesn't have to freeze or ice block all three of the Hounds at the same time. So he can send them in, and now where there is a multi-targeting defense, the multi-archer tower, he's able to ice block all three. Sent one in first, two from the side. Now he still has all three, encountering this air defense and the multi-archer tower. Again with the ice block. And now his Minion Prince and the Rocket Loons are just floating in behind, gliding in behind, taking out all these defenses. And the only real air defenses, or air targeting defenses left are the Teslas and this multi-gear tower, and one air defense on the back side. So he's got his LALO pathing to that far end. So he'll just ice block up that one Hound, so his Minion Prince can get through this multi-gear tower, because that's probably the most damaging defense left, aside from that air defense. Ice blocks again. Multi-gear tower still distracted. Just sprinkling in these Rocket Loons. And yeah, you can see how fun this strat is. And he hasn't even redeployed his RC. Yeah, he didn't even need to redeploy his RC. So that just shows you, if you're encountering this base maxed out, you can definitely absolutely destroy this base. Such a fun attack. Yes, yes it is. So here we have an oblong rectangle base, and it's got two Fire Spitters, each near a Rage Tower facing outwards. So it'll be interesting to see how he does this. I'm guessing he's going to come in from the top right with his main hero push being the AQ and the BK. So he's using his RC to create some pathing on one side of where he wants to send his BK and BK and AQ. And hopefully he'll be able to trip the one Rage Tower. Working in yet. Able to lure the CC. Is he going to get this scatter shot? Yep, scatter shot goes down, recalls. So now he's got one scatter shot that won't be raged, targeting his main hero push. Uses an archer, again, lures out this super drag. Sending in some troops to distract, and he's got two wizards targeting this super drag with a Valk on the ice golem, which is kind of crazy. So he's going to go right in from the bottom right. I was wrong about his hero dive. He's going after the town hall. He wants to get the town hall and then come in from behind the remaining Fire Spitter at the top left. Uses the EQ, softens up the walls. Walls are getting a nerf in late June, so will be even stronger with the log launcher. BK works up, gets rid of that one multi-target Inferno. Another multi-targeting air target defense eliminated for the LALO portion. And now sending in some Rocket Loons to snipe this monolith with the RC, using the Rocket Loons to distract for the RC. Now sending in the Minion Prince, again with the Angry Jelly. Uses the ice block on the Hounds. Distracts that air defense. And this base, yeah, this base is completely done. The only big worry he has is the back end Minion Prince. He's got the Dark Orb this time, and notice again with the Rocket Loon sprinkled in from the outside edge to keep his Minion Prince focused on the defenses that are more into the core. So has two ice blocks left, and his ice blocks are level 2. So looking forward to seeing what he does with max level ice blocks that make your troops nearly invincible. So notice this Minion Prince. A Minion Prince is one of the biggest pains in the game he was able to ice block his hounds, distract the Minion Prince, send in a headhunter to kill him, now overwhelming the base. And to recap, you start a funnel with the RC, a nice funnel for your BK and AQ, then you recall your RC. After that funnel has been established, send in your BK and your AQ. Then you redeploy your RC to help further funnel from the opposite side that you just got done funneling. Then you destroy the core with your hero dive, and then you bring in the LALO. So we're going to finish up with 3 of the first attacks that were ever done with this strat in friendly challenges. And here again, he's creating pathing with his RC. Going to recall. And a note to point out, if you are a Super Hog user, this strat will be very familiar to you. The only portion that might seem foreign is the ice block. Q's phenomenal Super Hog player, so coming up with a strat from Super Hogs makes a lot of sense. Recalls RC, using this whiz to create an extra little bit of a funnel. Giant magic mirror on the AQ, absolutely deadly in the core. Drops in BK, Ice Golem to distract this Ricochet Cannon, sending in the AQ behind the Ice Golem, Log Launcher in behind the AQ. Targets this Ricochet Cannon, tries to get that out of there right away. EQ to soften up the walls. Again, walls are getting a nerf here soon. Some Rocket Loons on that Archer Tower, up by 12. Wizard Tower on the Hero building, just to get that out of the road, because he wants his AQ to push into the core so he can use the Magic Mirror ability and the Giant, much like you want your BK to push into the core so you can use your EQ boots and Spiky Ball. Opens up the entire core, AQ's going where he wants her to go. BK's got Phoenix, he's going after the Town Hall. Would be very nice if he could take out the Town Hall. Even if he doesn't, AQ should. She still has ability, she's just getting stalled up on these enemy Ice Golems. And now with this thin strip of defenses left, created by the Hero Dive, he's coming in with the Lava Hounds and the Ice Blocks. Ice Block to stall up the Monolith. Notice how the Monolith is targeting on one of those Hounds and the air defense. And notice how even with 4 Hounds underneath the Ice Block, you cannot distract all 5 of the Multi-Inferno shots. That's okay. Multi-Inferno really does not do that much damage on the MP. So he's got Metal Pants in this FC when testing out. Now he's redeploying his RC, and in the FCs he was redeploying his RC later in the attack to help with the distracted defenses from the Ice Block Hounds. But he has since said that he believes the RC is better used right off the bat in creating the second funnel for your heroes to get a better push in the Hero Dive. And yeah, look at all the defenses just distracted on the Ice Blocked Hounds. And his AQ is still alive, just 1 Multi-Archer Tower, 1 Multi-Inferno Tower, base overwhelmed. So yeah, this was a lot of fun to see in FCs. I will have the army composition in the chat, so make sure to check that out. So here we go again, another practice to test this strat out. Coming in with an RC funnel again. I believe he's going right after this Monolith, because if he gets that Monolith out of the road, he's got some nice padding for his BK and AQ. Drops a whiz down just to help with some cleanup while the RC is doing work. Takes out that air sweeper. And he's going after a fire spitter. He must want to come from an opposite side with his LALO. Fire spitter is one of the worst defenses for LALO, so make sure to get those out of the road when you can. So there's the remaining fire spitter, and he's going to come in from behind that fire spitter so he doesn't have to deal with it later in the raid. Won't have to have his, because you can ice block hounds, but a fire spitter shoots so far it will go right past the hounds and hit your troops. Much like when you invis your AQ, but there is one of your other troops behind your AQ and the fire spitter shooting at that troop, it will also kill your invisibility spell, the Queen. So got these Yeti Mites coming in towards the Town Hall, rages them up to take out the Town Hall. BK's wrapping around the outside edge. AQ stalled up on a wall in the core. That's okay. I believe he's trying to now let his BK reach to where this hook tower is, or the new hook defense is, to pull into the core and help take out these scatter shots. So he's waiting on the ability of the BK, trying to get this hook Oh, hook targets, but the BK ability went off just ahead. That's okay. He's got the Hounds coming up here at the top left. Ice block again. And notice he's got 4 in these initial FCs. He has since switched to 3 and brought more Rocket Loons. Because with 3 Hounds, you can distract the 3 shots of the multi-archer tower. And then you only have 2 defenses left in the game that can possibly take out your MP, which would be the multi-inferno and the Giga Poison from the Town Hall. Multi-inferno really doesn't do too much damage on the MP. I mean, it doesn't do that much damage to the point where you can even swag your Dark Orb out to the edge of the base. And then the Giga Poison, a lot of times you can deal with that with your heroes. So again, just distracting, using the Ice Block to stall up defenses, keep enemy heroes, including the RC, the AQ, and the Minion Prince distracted on these Hounds, so that your Minion Prince and the LALO can sneak in behind and just get rid of the defenses. So here we go with the last replay, and Keezer is hitting my old Navi Dima base that I refuse to get rid of, because look at how hard it is to hero dive this base. It has all these small little 1 building compartments that make wall breaking and hero pathing an absolute nightmare for hero dives. So he's coming in, setting a funnel at 12 with the RC. Wants to get this ricochet cannon out. Coming in after the multi-arch tower, he's going to try to get that out as well. Goes ahead and recalls. And now, like, just look at this base. Where do you really send your funnel in from? Or where do you send your BK and AQ? Because there's so many small little channels that your heroes can get caught up and path around. So he's going in with a heavy funnel. He used some Rocket Loons to create the funnel down here at 3, along with a Yeti. That is an excellent combination if you want an immediate funnel. Rocket Loons and a Yeti. Because the Yeti Mites, even after the Yeti destroys a building, Yeti Mites will spring forward, take out a defense. So he's sending in the log launcher right at the Town Hall. Got the AQ in behind. Notice that one compartment, the BK is now coming back. And BK looks like he's going to push right into the core. BK right at the Town Hall. He's getting distracted by the enemy Clan Castle. Yeti Mites able to clip the Town Hall. Hook grabs the BK. This is why a lot of people are switching away from the hook, and absolutely wrecks the core. Just absolutely completely destroys the core. So now he's sending in the Hounds, ice blocking them to distract this enemy Minion Prince. Enemy Minion Prince, one of the most dangerous defenses in the game. And notice how the Hound block distract the enemy Minion Prince for the AQ to take out. So it's not just distracting for your MP or your Rocket Loons, it's distracting for anything nearby. Just sprinkling in these Hounds. He's got 1 Hound left remaining. Redeploys his RC at the bottom to deal with that multi-archer tower and the multi-inferno tower. MP goes to ability, Henchman Puppet, Metal Pants. He sends switch to the Dark Orb. But it could be base dependent, so I really try to push base dependency. Now that we have these immediate armies, you can quickly train and quickly alter everything. Just make sure that what you're using in the FC is the same thing that you have built in a camp, because you cannot take your FC army directly to war for some reason. So big thanks to Keezer for coming up with this comp, the Hound Block Minion Prince Ice Glide, or as I call it, the KueLo for short. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great time with this strat, and see you again next time.